Hello folks, I hope you're all well and enjoying this beautiful weather we're having. I thought I'd better come back in because I'm going to end up looking like a little chestnut, and I thought I'd better come in and do a painting at some point. For this next one, I've just done some little thumbnail sketches there. It's a pen and wash scene of Robin Hood's Bay in Yorkshire, North Yorkshire. So a little bit more detail than the thumbnail when we actually do the proper painting, but that's sort of what I'm working from as a little swatch of colour and the loose pen line. So the first part, I'll just do the pen line for this bit and just describe what I'm going to do. I'll just pop that there. And I'm just using a little waterproof pen, quite a fine nib. I've already drawn out, I don't know if you can see that there, I've just loosely drawn out what the basic shapes of there's a few buildings and a little bit of a seawall and then a bit of land over there. And what I want to do now is just use this pen to very loosely just sketch in these little rooftops and chimneys, being careful not to trace the pencil marks that I've done, because I want a really fresh look to this. And that's that building there, and then there's a little railing. Not too much detail on that. And then there's another railing there, and then there's a bit of a sea wall there. And what have we got here? We've got a few rocks. So really loose, a few dots and hatching marks, keeping it nice and fresh. And then we've got this building here, I don't know whether it looks like a hotel or some small guest house. It's quite an interesting shape. It's got these little attic windows there, chimney pots, there's one behind there, and they're quite unusual because the peak there is flat, so quite an unusual top to the gable end there. And then for the windows, if we just do some little hatching marks like that, nothing too definite, just bearing in mind we want to keep that nice looseness to this. That's it. And then there's a bit of a balcony there, and it's white, that's so being careful not to put too many heavy marks on that. Just redefine that. Just assessing it as I go along, and I think it's important as well not to trace round and create little boxes that you fill in. We can try and avoid that. So we've got a few little windows on the side of that. So this is a little bit of, looks like a bit of sea defence there. And that goes narrower there. And then there's a bit of a rock wall there, so I'm just trying to describe the forms, so there's different surfaces. And then it changes angle again there. And then we've got another building. Quite interesting to draw this. And this is closer to us, so as I move along, what I want to do is just be aware that the further away, try and make less definite marks, so the perspective, it gives a better impression of the perspective. So quite a big 3 windows there. It's like a viewing room, that. Some nice sunsets sitting in there, I imagine. Okay, and then the seawall defence ends there. And then you've got this where they must launch boats into the harbour there, or the bay. So again, just bearing in mind this is further away, so I need to just be less definite, less precise with the marks. That's good, I like it. That's a white, looks like another guest house or hotel. So we've got a little bit of, so this is sand, and then you've got sea, and then a bit of a cliff headland. If you've been to this part of Yorkshire, you'll know what it is. So that very, very gently there, because that's quite distant. Lovely. So just going back and assessing, is there anything I can sort of change to make this more of a focus? So the light's coming this way, so these surfaces be a bit lighter, and then that there and there are away from the light. So what I can do, just gently put some hatching marks on like that, and it'll just emphasise when I put the colour on that's in shade. Just give a bit of 3 dimensions to the whole painting. I think that's enough now, because yeah, that'll do it. That'll do for the drawing, that. So I'll just move that up so you can see it. So if you get on with that, I'll make myself a cuppa and then I'll start mixing some paint.